Time to get funked up, baby, in TP Corleone's Funk Zone. Funky music, entertainment, media, and more. But all things are funky. Can you dig it now?
What's good? What's good, party people? What it do, baby Bubba to the boogie, the bang bang. Another episode of in the TP Corleone's Funk Zone. I got a good one. I got a hot one. You know what I mean? This particular brother, you're going to find out a lot about him. I ran across this brother's body of work, when I'm on certain record pools or digital music platforms when I'm searching for music to play in my DJ sets. And also I was made aware of this brother through one of the labels he records with, Gene Veskler's label. We're going to get into that. And I enjoy his music, so I said I got to get him on my show to pick his brain so I can learn more about what the whole process is and what he about. This is Dwayne Tyree. What's good, my brother?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. Good. I appreciate you taking time from your busy life to join me on my podcast. I really appreciate it. I want to thank you, first of all. You know what I'm saying?
I want to thank you as well.
You got it. You got it. And for those who are listening, I want y'all to share this video, like the video, because I know you will after it's over, and subscribe to the channel. Now, like I mentioned to the people, how I ran across your music and so forth. I'm aware of you as a house music artist. Is that a proper way to describe you, or how would you describe yourself, your contribution to the music game in general?
Oh my God, it goes way back. But
Way
first of
back, huh?
all, yes, first of all, I'm a drummer. Uh,
Okay.
yes,
That explains a lot right there. You are a real musician. Continue,
yes,
my brother. Talk to me.
right. I'm a real drummer. I play doo-wop music with a lot of national artists.
Okay.
One particular one from Chicago, I played with Gene Chandler for 23 years.
The
His
great
drummer.
Gene Chandler, Duke of Earl, Gene Chandler.
Yes,
Wow,
yes.
that's what's up. First of all, shout out to you for messing with us in Chicago. And that's a legendary, that's a great staple in this business, Gene Chandler. That's heavy right
Yes.
there. I'm sorry, let me shut up. Continue, my brother. Go ahead. Talk to me.
Yes, I played with Gene Chandler. I played with a lot of R&B groups, Delphonics. I did Temptations. I did Intruders. I did the Jones Girls. I did Billy Paul. I mean, you name it. You know, I didn't come straight into the house music
I
thing.
can dig it.
You know, I came straight from the real music
So,
industry.
so can I
Um,
ask you this question? Hate to
yeah,
interrupt, but when you played with him, was it as a studio musician or a live band performance or both?
live, live. Some
Live.
groups I did studio work with,
Okay.
but most of it, the 95% of it was live.
Live. All right. All right. Gotcha.
Uh,
Gotcha.
yes, yes,
Whoa, that's heavy. Jones Girls. Whoa. Shout out to Shirley Jones. I had her on my show once as well. So I assume you
yes.
enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that? What if you did, what about it did you enjoy? You know what I mean? As far as
Oh, I love music. I love harmony. All genres of music, as long as it feels good to me. I mean, it's a blessing to have that real music going on still today.
yes, yes, it is.
I've been into the music. I've been into music since I was 8 years old. That's
Okay.
when my ears got hooked on to the music.
As
Um,
a child.
and and the thing about the R&B stuff, I love when they did the harmony. I love singing because I sing as well. Um, I love that background singing. I love the full horn structure of it all. You know, the Earth, Wind, and Fire horns and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff. That it puts you in a different space.
Yes.
You know, this stuff that's going on. Not trying to talk about nobody, but this stuff that I hear today. Oh my God, no. I can't. I can't get with it.
You know what?
First of all, you don't understand what they're doing, and everything is computerized.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a whole lot of stuff that's going on in the music business today that I dislike. Uh, they putting all these people in front of people saying that they outsold this person and outsold that person, and that's, to me, is not true, because it was a different way. When we was coming up, you had to go to the record store and buy these records. Now you just push a button. Now how can you compare that? You can't compare that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, everybody can push a button now. You ain't got to move. You push a button now, and you can download, or you can buy 20 songs in a second. But
Yeah.
we had to run out, buy these things. You know, don't try to down these people because you said I outsold and put. Just imagine today if those people had a button to push, they probably would have outsold you too.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yep.
yeah, so don't, you know, the business changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my mind got set back on in 92.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people wasn't even doing the house music thing. They was still kind of setting up or getting themselves away from the disco era.
Mm-hmm.
We started doing, when I say we, I'm talking about Morel. I used to play with a group called Morel. You'll understand when I get into it a little more.
Okay.
They auditioned me. I had no idea what the group was going to be like. You know, I thought we were going to be rocking, you know, a lot of rock and stuff. When I got there, I heard the music. And I was like, oh my God, this music sounds good. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they called it house.
All right. For real. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know they called it house. And then they kept playing it and stuff. So I said, hey, I like this music here because it's got a nice drive to it. It got a nice four on the floor to it. I love it.
About what year
Especially
was this? What you say? About what year?
92.
92. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
1992.
Mm-hmm.
And they auditioned me. And then next thing you know, they called me and said, hey, man, you want to be in the band? Because see, as soon as they hit that four on the floor stuff, I was right over top of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they was like, you want to be in the band? So after I got in the band, we started doing all these recordings and putting music out. And then I started going to all these conferences and stuff they had in Miami.
Yeah.
And I started understanding what's going on. We had Boy George, and I thought Boy George was a singer. I didn't know he
So
was a
wait.
DJ.
Yeah. So this was the WMC, the Winter Music Conferences you were going to in Miami. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we would all went to them things. So I started understanding what was going on. You know, when you hear it, it's something different. But when you're in that vibe of
Yeah.
seeing what's going on and how these people are dancing and stuff, you're like, oh, hold on, this nice here.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes. And then you
Because
start feeling it,
you
moving
was
your
now
feet.
exposed to the culture. You was getting familiar with the culture now and the whole vibration of it and so forth, right? You know what I mean?
Right, right,
Yes, yes,
right.
yes.
And then I was in the studio messing around one time, and then Deep Dish popped in there. I know you heard Deep Dish.
Uh-huh. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, really?
yeah, yeah. They popped there.
While he was in the
Sharon.
studio, huh?
Yeah, while I was back, and they said, "Hey, can we use him?" They said you got to talk to him
So
because
you
they
were you
wanted me.
drumming? Were you
They were
playing drums or what? Or singing or
no,
what?
no, no. I was doing playing congas.
You were. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just messing around on the congas. I was actually tuning them, but I was just
Wow.
messing around with
So
them, and
you
they
was
looked
tuning.
at me and
Hmm.
they said, "Can we use him?" And they said, "You got to ask him."
Right.
So they asked me, could I do a session with them and just play congas on there, you know? And they said, well, we'll pay you up front or whatever, whatever, you know, we negotiate. And I think, I'm not sure because I didn't even follow up on it, but they were doing something for a lady overseas. I think it was, the name of the group was like Everything for the Girl or Everything But the Girl or
Everything but the
something.
girl. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, they were doing that, and they said just lay down some conga lines and stuff like that. We'll take a little bite out of here and blah 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 blah. Because I've done a lot of recording for people, but they call it ghosts.
Ghost
So
recording.
they pay you, but they don't.
Give
Yeah,
no
they
credits
pay
though.
you, but they don't. Right, no credits. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I've done a lot of that for a lot of groups, including some rock groups too, for drums. You
Really?
get in the studio and yes, and the drummers can't really get that timing down, or sometimes they just can't get the rolls down. So I will go in there and just add the rolls in for them, and they will put it in on the mix. So to make it sound like they're doing all of it on the drums itself, but actually I snuck in to put the rolls in for them to set
So
the
let me
timing
ask
up.
you. So let me ask you about that. So does that mean the drummer that is a member of the group still got their credit of the roles you put in on the recording, so to speak?
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I heard
right.
of
So what
rumors
they did,
about
they
that going on, man. I don't know if that was really happening.
yeah,
We've heard of ghosts. We've heard of background singers. We've heard of ghost writers. You know what I'm saying? I've heard
right.
rumors that that may have went on in the studio with a lot of your major legendary groups, but you are a living witness. And you one of the guys that was, the ghost people, the ghost musicians.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good, man. That's
Goes to, and all they do is they pay you, and right up front they
yeah.
pay you, and then that's it.
Uh-huh.
No credits for it or
Right.
whatever you do. I said, yeah, I'll knock it out. They said, well, I can't do this, this guy can't do that, and sometimes I listen to their session, and sometimes the drums, the snares or something may not come out good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys, like, do you got a suggestion for that? I said, yeah, I got a suggestion. Let's use three snares. Let's use a piccolo. Let's use a regular snare, and we're gonna put them all together after we record it, and that'll make it fat. Sometimes you might have to use four snares to make it fat. You take that, put it together, put it in the machine, mix it down, and throw that snare in there. And that snare sounds so good, they'd be like, "Oh my God, that snare!" It's tricks and trays to all that music stuff. That's what I'm talking about when I say real musicians and not machines. Because I know how to add things, I know how to take things out, I know how to make things sound a little different, you know. Uh, and everything is not mechanical. It's man made and it's man done. So
Yeah.
that's why I tell a lot of people. I mean, you need some studio stuff done. I mean, people really not doing that much studio live stuff anymore because you can make a whole album with a keyboard.
Yeah, yeah, you
You
can. So
know what
I
I'm
think the
saying? And
efficiency
samples.
is cool. It's cool that you're able to do that, but this is my personal opinion on that. I think it's cool to be able to embrace that technology, but from what I've seen, even with you being an example of that, the people that come out with the best product, the best work, the best art have that still musicians approach and frame of mind because they know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference from a guy that's just recording some loops and a real musician who approached this project from a musician's producer's real producer's point of view perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, because I get that from the music that you've recorded that I play. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
when you were, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I just wanted to interject that because I can tell there's a difference from, like I said, I kind of heard a lot of your music on some record pools and places like Track Source and Beatport and things of that nature. But even though your music is
Right.
amongst these people, there's a difference, man. There's a big difference in the quality of
Thank
yours than many of those others. You know what I mean? And now I
Yeah,
understand why,
thank you.
because of where you came from and what you do and how you do it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
yeah.
it's it's rough. It's rough. Well, go ahead. You go.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
you
let you
doing
go
it
ahead
though.
and talk.
No, it's cool. No, no, you talking.
Yeah.
It's my show, but you the star. You know what I'm saying? You were the star, so you talking, man, because you just gave me some game right there. You know what I mean? Because how you approach just that one session, as far as the different types of snare, that's a producer's frame of mind too. So you are a producer, am I right? You're a producer as well, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, I produce. Yeah, produce. Yes. So
Okay.
and I know and now like I go to the big shows and stuff like that because I'm road manager as well as the drummer for Harold Melvin's Blue Notes.
Whoa, yeah, whoa, okay. Wait a minute, wait. Road manager and drummer.
Yeah.
So it's funny you would say that because I'm always going on a tangent. So when you were telling me earlier about the groups you performed with, right?
Yes.
You know, Jones Girls and those other groups, and
Right.
then I know you do house music, which is really post disco music, right? I
Right.
already had in my mind, I didn't want to mention it, I didn't want to bring it up, but I got to bring it up. I thought of Earl Young. You know what I mean?
Guess what?
What?
That's my neighbor.
Don't you stop playing with me, man.
We
Stop playing with
Earl,
me, Dwayne. Stop
Earl
playing
lived
with me.
Earl lived around the corner from me.
No, man. Now you're really messing with me. You just telling me some shit I want to hear. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You just tell me.
No, 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 no,
Are
no.
you for real, man?
Earl lived around the corner from me.
That's crazy. That's so.
Yeah.
So do y'all talk sometime? Do you know him? Do you know him?
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you met him?
We be on shows sometime. Matter of fact, we on the show together in April. Earl Young, the
You are a
Tramps.
serious brother. You a serious brother, man. You are a
Yeah,
deep,
yeah,
serious ass brother, man. You know what I mean?
yeah. Lived right around the corner from me. We talk all the time.
Oh, you messed my head up right there, man. You messed my head up right there, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up. Because I was just getting ready to say, man, you taking his job. You playing for Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes, but dang, that's your homie now, man. That's
yeah.
crazy, man. That
Earl
is
ran the
so
corner from me.
crazy.
Earl did all that work for the Philly International.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow, man.
yeah. He lived around the corner from we in the same neighborhood.
That is wild. Man, that's a gem right there, man. That's a gem
Yeah,
right there.
I see him all the time. He's getting a little older, but
Yeah.
he's hanging in there.
And he's still playing though, right?
Well, yeah, he still play a little bit, but
A
he's
little bit.
mostly singing.
He's
Yeah,
singing.
yeah, he bass singing for the Tramps.
Man, you hitting me with all this information? Well, I did want you on the show for a reason, but god damn, you hitting me with all this information, man.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
man.
we play a lot of those groups are still out there, like Tavares and Emily
Yeah.
Champagne, all them. We playing with all those guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
so they're still out there.
They still out there and you out there, man, playing with
Yeah.
the heavyweights, man,
Well, I was in Chicago when they bought the Soul Train thing back. I was with Gene then in
Really?
Chicago. What was that big place out there called Millennium
Millennium
Field?
Park, yes,
Yeah,
downtown. Yes.
yeah. I was out there on that show with
Playing.
who was on there? Yeah, what's his name? Jerry Butler was out there, and the Emotions and some other people was on that show. It was, man, so many people was out
But the
there.
next time you come down, please give me a heads up for you because this was where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I'm from. So please give me a heads up next time you on the show like that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he used to fly me in not O'Hara, Midway.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, okay, man, that is deep, man. So you, Jerry Butler, man, you wow, man. So I'm to me, you are an all around drum. You a disco drum. I was getting ready to say you the new next Earl Young, man. I was getting ready to say that. That's disrespectful, so I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But that was
nah,
in my
Earl,
head, though, man. That was in my head.
Earl, yeah, I see Earl sometimes. I see him on the yard working, man.
Yeah. Wow, well, you take care of it, but y'all look out for each other, man. Y'all take care
Yeah,
of each
yeah,
other, man.
yeah, yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
He's hanging in there, man. He's doing his thing. He got all his gold records and
Yeah, I
all
think
that stuff
I
as
actually
well.
follow him on Facebook. I do follow him on Facebook. I haven't checked him out in a minute though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he out there. He's still traveling. I know our next show together is April in the Bronx.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the Bronx. Yeah.
Bronx. Okay. And that's because you in Baltimore, right? Where you at? Be more?
No,
Where you
I'm north of Baltimore.
North of Baltimore. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Bel Air, Maryland.
Bel Air. Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
sounds very bougie. You know what I mean? No wonder you stay around the corner from Arrow, yeah. No wonder. That's what
Yeah,
ain't no shame in bougie, man. That means you did some good shit in life. That means you did some good things in life. Ain't no shame in that, man.
yeah.
No shame. You dig what I'm
I'm
saying?
over there. I do my own. I got a little studio downstairs. I do my own thing. I put my tracks together. Um, I do right now. I have two tracks I just finished. One is a Afro pop, and the
Mm.
other one is a piano track.
Oh yeah?
So I do, man. I do all kinds of track. When people ask me to do a track, I just do a track.
Mm-mm. You could do it with your
That's
eyes.
it.
I bet with your expertise and skill, you could probably do a track with your eyes closed almost.
Yeah, but sometimes if you're not feeling it, you ain't feeling it. Sometimes I go down in the basement, I be down there for 5 minutes. I ain't feeling it
Right.
today.
That's what I call a
You
funk. If that funk don't hit you, leave it alone and come back to it when that funk hits you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
that's
say. You
right.
know what I'm saying. So I'm
You
glad you
got to
brought that
come
up,
back.
huh?
No,
Um,
no, go ahead.
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because that kind of was you kind of helped lead into my next question with that. So you were mentioning earlier, as far as you come from the school of live bands. You being a drummer, you play with some of the greats. And still do with Gene Chandler and so forth. The great are legends that we need to appreciate more. Yet, you are an artist now that does like house music. You know what I'm saying? You now have embraced the technology now. And you was talking about the technology earlier, but you have embraced it. But you know what to do with it, right? And you make that
Oh
technology
yes.
work for you. You know what I'm saying? When did you become to embrace it and start working with these digital workstations and so forth? You know what I'm saying? When did you begin to embrace it and start doing house music and so forth on a producer's level?
Oh, okay. I started that about 2010, somewhere around there. After
Mm-hmm.
the group, after my group split up,
Mm-hmm.
Morel. Uh, the last cut we made was it's been a long time. It was Cadillac, something Cadillac on the song,
Mm-hmm.
but I was still feeling it
Okay.
after I came off of that ride. I was like, you know what? Let me start doing my own stuff. But when I first started doing my own stuff, I couldn't feel it. And the reason why I couldn't feel it because I wasn't putting the puzzles together right. And as long as you have those puzzles together right, you'll start feeling something because when someone first listen to house music, if you're not into house music and you listen to it, you will think that it's like a repetition kind of thing. You say, I don't want to hear that stuff like that. But once you lock into it and know what it's doing, that's when it started hitting you. And then when I found out what it was doing was about 2000 and maybe 10, somewhere around there. I said, oh my God, now I see what's going on here. And I said, now I could put this here and put that there and see if it makes it go anywhere. See, house music starts off one place and end up in another place. You got to make it move. And that's what I was missing. I was
Okay.
putting it, I was putting it together,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like, it's not moving. It's not
Yeah.
doing anything. No drops, no pickups, no this, no that.
Mm.
And once I started putting that in there, then I got the record companies to look at me a little bit because they reject you at first because they're like, "What is this garbage?" We only take music, something like our music. So
Mm-hmm.
I sit down and I listen to their music and I say, okay, it's this, it's that, and that, and it's this, okay. You need to take this out, boom, boom, boom. And then I said, boom, when I put it together, I said, oh, now I
Yeah. Beautiful. That's
yes.
beautiful, man. That's what's
Yeah.
up. What labels have you worked with? What record labels, since you said you were, labels start paying attention now?
Uh,
I know one of course, Vexler, because that's the music that's the label of your songs I'm familiar with. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I did Comic Power
yeah,
record. I did King Records.
King. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. I did a lot of nice. Oh man, I can't even.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a long list.
it's about 11 of them, but about the 11, it's about 6 or 7 that's really top labels.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I've came a distance with those labels because uh, people was asking me, "How did you get on that label? And how did you
Hmm.
get this label? And how did you get this label?" And I said, "You got to work, man. You got to work." And even though I don't have that much, uh, I should say fan base. I mean, I have a fan base, but it's not that big. Whenever I go to grab for something, it comes through
Okay.
like distribution. I
Hmm.
grabbed distribution from the Orchard, which Sony's owns the Orchard. And people say, "How did you get?" You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
material I sent in, and then they can tell that this person knows what he's doing, far
Yes.
as that music, and those are people that they look for, somebody that can try to make a dollar bill or something for them, and also for themselves. They're
Yes.
not just
Yes.
taking anything. And then uh, I was with, it was crazy. I left the Orchard and went with AWOL
Hmm.
distribution. And then it's crazy because AWOL turned around and bought, no, the Orchard bought AWOL.
So you were still back by Orchard again, right? That's crazy, huh? That's how the game go, man. Big fish eating little fish and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I
You,
was like,
you don't know
oh,
who you're gonna be with
wait.
sometimes. Right, right.
I say, one reason why I had to, uh, uh, just because it's a good distribution
Yes.
thing don't mean that it's what I need.
Hmm.
Okay, now I put a certain amount of maybe 3, 4 songs out on the Orchard, but what I found out about the Orchard, they don't really cater to house music.
Really?
They don't care. They got pop music. They do some hip hop or whatever the people do. Whatever they do that because when they put it out on the platforms, you can't even hardly find it. Now,
What?
if go on YouTube and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and look at some of my music, you'll see some say the Orchard Enterprise or whatever. But it's very limited on the platforms. But
Yeah.
when you do another distribution company, it's everywhere. You can pull it up anywhere.
Hmm.
But this company here is big, and you say, okay, the Orchard here, boom, boom, boom. Sometime I put out a couple things this year, last year. It didn't even you with the Orchard. It didn't even show up on Beatport.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, you have to get a distributor that specializes in your specific genre and not just a broad, just a, they may be very general, but don't have a specific
Right,
target. You need a specific
right,
target of your
right.
audience of what you're going for. But it takes, you can't beat yourself up about that. It takes learn.
No,
That's
no,
how
no.
you
I
learn.
can't. I can't beat myself out about because
Yeah.
what's the name? They just offered me one too. The new Warner one. They have a distribution that's
Okay.
out there. What's it called? Ion or something like that.
Hmm. I'm not sure. I'm
They
not
have
that familiar with it.
Yeah, it's new. It's they just started in 2025. And they gave me a distribution thing that I can do. They say if I want to come on board, so I may try to put something out on it just to see where it goes. And if it happens good, I'll stay there. But you know,
So, do they have a label attached with the distribution company, or are you putting yourself out under your own label, or
I
how's it
use
work?
my own label.
Your own label. Okay, I
Yeah,
got
so
you.
I'm using my own label,
Okay.
and that's what I try to do. Just use my own label. So if anybody want to record some house or whatever, you just shoot up under my label and shoot it out. You
The,
know, 'cause me, I don't never want to really be signed to a major label company and be stuck with that because it's too many games they play.
yeah, you don't have to really do that anymore. And at the same time, when you do that, you find out there's a whole lot of people that look like they're making money and they aren't. Or if they are making a little money, they kind of are like a prostitute as well. You in it for life, until they say you can't do it no more, that kind of thing. So it's tricky. So I feel
Yeah,
it with the independent kind of
yeah.
situation. It gives you more freedom,
So that's why I
sleep
do.
better at night, more peace
Yes,
of mind, all that. You know what I'm saying?
I want to control all of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want nobody to have nothing. They say, well, we want to get 20% of this and 20% of that. Okay, that's fine if you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, then ain't no need for me to even be with your company. I don't care if you are the orchard. You ain't putting my music out where they and I hit them on that. It was like, well, we released it up under all these. Man, you. I said, well, find it for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Find
Right. Right.
it. So you got to be careful. Just because they got the name out there, that doesn't mean anything, you know.
Right. It might not
Um,
be the deal that you're supposed to have, like you said.
right,
It got to be
right,
the deal for you. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know what you want. You know where you want your music to go.
Because I hunt. I know. I'd say, okay, it's been released today. Let me see how many spots it's been released. And you know, when you hit that thing, boom, 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 it should
Mhm.
be everywhere. Just like if you Google me, I come up everywhere on the net.
Yeah, I noticed that, man. You in there deep, man. You are in there deep. Yep.
So I'm saying that's how your music should be. If somebody just pop up and say, you know what, let me see what Dwayne put out this month. They
Mm-hmm.
should be able to find me.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking
You
of
know,
that, with all them songs you got, what would you say is your song you're most proud of, your release you put out you're most proud of, or your biggest one? So,
uh, party time.
party time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, time to party. That's
Yeah,
what it's called. Time to party. I call
time
it
to party.
party.
Who did you release that with? Your own label or with
No,
somebody?
no, no. I released that with Comic Power or something.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with them. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, out of New York.
Okay. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right. Okay. They
yeah,
heavy too. Okay.
yeah, yeah. I released that with them, and I released 3 or 4 tunes with them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're heavy. You
Yeah. So
they
I'm on his roster.
yeah.
That song, uh, it looked like it wouldn't stop, man. You know, every time I used to turn on something, they got somebody over in London saying, "We want to play this new song," you know, blah blah blah. Right? I said, "Okay."
That's good, man. That's a good story, man. That's a success. It's good. It's good. You got
And I
some.
still have radio stations in London. They always hit me up and say, "Hey, send me some music so I can play your music, man." Boom, boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I let them play it. You know, I'm not gonna be stingy with none of that stuff. If whoever want to play it, just play it. You know, you
That's
helping
smart.
me.
That's smart.
Yeah, I
Because
ain't,
you
you
got
know,
a billion artists right now. We were talking about the technology earlier, because the technology is so available to almost everybody.
right?
Everybody is a producer and artist now, and which floods the pool of people trying to get their stuff heard. So if a radio station want to play your music, let them play it. Shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? A
gotta
DJ
let
want to
'em-
play it, let them play it. Let them play it.
yeah.
I'm with you, man. That's
Yeah,
that means that means you're doing good. That means you made some good decisions, man. You made some good decisions in your life. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
yeah. I'm trying to push them. Trying to push them slowly but surely, man. I mean,
yeah,
I ain't young in this game.
it's all right. You ain't new to it, but you true to it. What's your latest joint? What's your most recent joint you released so far?
Oh, what is the last one I released? Because I released two of them almost around the
Yeah,
same time on Vascular Records. So
uh-huh.
I'm trying. I'm
It's all
trying
right. It
to
don't
think.
matter. I'm gonna have it in the link when we upload the video. I'm gonna do that research on it. I'll put it up anyway so they can get your music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the
That's what
latest
put me up on
one.
a lot of your music. Gene, shout out to Gene actually, who put me up on a lot of your music. Gino Love, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, Gene the man.
yeah, you the man. And
Yeah,
y'all mastering is on point. It's top notch. The mastering quality of your music is top notch as well. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
See, I do all that. I do all of that.
You do?
I
Okay.
do. So I have nobody to step in to do anything with my music but me.
Whoa. Right. Because you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So I have to, record it, master it. I have to do everything
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want people, because people. I ain't saying everybody, but they just ain't reliable, man.
Yeah, that's true, man. Either they're not reliable or the quality of the work is not on par either. Either one of those two, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you doing good, man. You doing good. I know you got some things going on, so I ain't gonna keep you too much longer. You know what I'm saying? I really, really, really appreciate you coming down on the show. I'm gonna definitely get back with you again. I want to highlight to you about some things.
Okay.
But are you got anything coming up as far as the gigs coming up or new releases about to drop or anything like that?
Yeah, I may have something come out in April.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's gonna be Afro pop.
Yeah,
One of the
that's what
Afro
you were
pop
talking about.
ones
After.
coming out in April.
So it should be in
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Well, this video will be aired before it happens. So what's the name of? Do you want to speak on the name of it? Or you want to just keep that to yourself, on low key until it actually drops? You know,
No, you can speak on this. Yos Bula,
Yos Bula,
Rise Up.
Rise Up by Yos
Yes.
Bula. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I got you. Y'all have y'all ears and antennas tuned up for that one, y'all. Keep tuning in for that one. Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Any other gems you want to drop before we wrap it up? Or you cool? Or how you looking?
No, I'm good on this end. I just want to tell
Okay.
everybody just keep up what they doing, keep up the house music stuff, and
Yeah.
try to do everything yourself if you can.
Yep.
Oh,
That's where
keep
the power lies. The power
right.
lies in your independence, and
Yeah.
self efficiency, self sufficiency. Well, thanks again, my brother Dwayne. When you're back in Chicago,
Yeah.
let me know beforehand. We're gonna touch down with you, man.
Yeah, because I think the last place I was at, it's right outside of Chicago, was Charles something. Uh,
I don't know what they talking about right there. I
like
don't know. My brain's farting right now. I don't know. I don't know. A suburb, right?
yeah,
We figured
suburb.
out.
Yeah,
We figured out. We figured out. It's okay. If you in our area, let me know. You have
yeah.
a safe trip. You finna have a nice trip. You know what I'm saying? Nice cruise. I'll have a good time, man.
Oh
Keep
yeah.
dropping that music, and I'm looking forward to your new joints, man. Thanks for your contribution to the game. I don't know Earl Young, but tell him I said what's up anyway. Thank him for his contribution to the game. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's your
Sure
neighbor,
will.
I gotta sneak that in. Since that's your neighbor and everything too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I got you.
All right, peace of love, my brother. Be blessed. Y'all have a good rest of the week, man. Peace of love,
Hey,
my
thank you
brother.
for having me.
No problem. It was a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure.